Hello guys and welcome back to Stylish Naija channel. So in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to sew a drawstring kimono. So I added a straight collar to it and then added an extra turn up to the sleeves area. So at the end of the day, this was what I came up with. It was really simple and easy for a beginner. This is something you can easily make and rock, okay? And so for this project, I actually used 3 yards of fabric, Ankara fabric. So the first thing I want to do, I want to cut out a piece from this 3 yards. So the full fabric is 3 yards. I'll cut out a little bit of piece, about 10 or 12 inches wide, but using the full length of the Ankara, just cut it out. Because why am I doing this? This is what I'm going to use for the collar and for the sleeve turn up. So that's like to extend my sleeves, so you can see. So I just cut that out and then kept it. I set it outside and then I folded my fabric into four using the full length. That's like the length of 45 thereabout of my Ankara. So I folded that and then I folded. So I got about, I just, what I got, that was what I used for my sleeve. It was about 20 something. And then from that point, I just came and then just mark that part. That's just create a straight line, a slanted line. And then from that point, you are going to mark your neck width. So for this, I used the 3.5 inches and then 2 inches down. Note, my fabric is folded into four, sorry. And then I'm cutting everything together so you can see that's the neckline of about 2 inches. So I cut out everything together. Note, I've not cut out, and then my shoulder slope, I cut out the shoulder slope area. Okay, so after that, the next thing I want to do, I want to mark the collar. So note, the collar is going to be the same width back and front. You can see the way I started it from the top, and then as I got down, I reduced it to about 1 inch. You can see from that part, the width is the same, okay? So at this point, I was trying to take out my fabric. So since I folded my fabric into four, this other side, I had not opened it, so I just had to open it and bring it out. So like I said, this is a very simple project. I just decided to still do the tutorial. I know that somebody will still find it, that it will still be useful too. I know that most people already know how to do this, okay? So I'm just going, so I took that one out and then my fabric is folded. So like I said, watch the neckline area, the collar part to be precise. You can see I'm using the same width like the back, but as it got down, I reduced it, okay? So you can see I'm using the same width and then I'm cutting it. So once I got to the down part of my kimono, it reduced to like 1 inch. So that was what I cut out. I did not cut out the full 3 inches. Why? With this, your kimono will be able to lap on top of each other. That's when you wear it. It's not going to just be open. You understand? It's going to cover. The front will cover. You get. So after that, I brought out the back piece. I spread it on the table. So I just want to show you how to stitch this. It's a simple process. And then I'm going to take this. I'll place it on the shoulder line. That's, I'll take that front piece. Make sure you mark so that you know the right wrist side so you can see. So I'm going to pin it. I'll use pins to pin it. To pin it. So just make sure you use your pins to pin on the shoulder part so that you don't mess it up. You don't turn it, okay? Because there's a probability, because the front is just straight. You know, since you have cut that neck part out, it is just straight. So the probability of you messing it up is very high. So please note, okay? So just pin and then stitch down. So after stitching it down, the next thing you're going to do, you're going to fold your fabric. That fabric that you cut depends on how many inches color you want to use. You are going to fold it. So for mine, it was like 4 inches because like I said, I wanted my kimono to lap, to cover properly. So I cut out two and then folded it and joined it. So note, you are going to join it together. Make sure that it's going to run on the length of your kimono from the back to the front. You get. Make sure you measure it before you start. So from the center back, measure it to the down part of the front. Okay, so you can see the way I am placing this. So it's a simple process. So for this one, I joined it. I just joined it at that mid part. That's joined the two fabric together. Okay. So after joining, I also had another little bit of joining at almost the down part because it was a little bit short. Okay, so the next thing, you're going to take your kimono, bring the center back together. That's the middle of the center back. You're going to put a notch because that's where you're going to actually start sewing the collar from. That's where you're going to be attaching it from. So you're going to put a notch at that middle of the back. Okay, and then you're going to take your collar. Remember that part that you joined? That's where you are going to start stitching it together. This my own particular fabric. I was really lucky because of the colors. You will not even know that it was joined together. So I'll take it from the back like this, and then I'm going to sew it. Okay, so that's the right side of the back. So I'm going to place them the right side to the right side, and then I'm going to stitch it all the way down to the front of my kimono, to the down of the hem. Can you see? And then do the other thing to the other side also. So after everything, you are going to have something looking like this. So you can see how my kimono is looking. It looks really fine and beautiful. So with this now, the neckline, you can see that the collar is high. So the next thing I want to do now, I want to mark my sleeve opening. So for the sleeve opening, initially I think I used 12 inches. As I was doing this tutorial, I actually used 12 inches for the sleeve opening. But once I was done, when I tried it on, I actually did not like it. It was looking too small, and it now made the kimono, was making the kimono look too tight somehow. So I had to extend it to 15 inches for my sleeve opening from this side. So at this point, if you had watched up to this point, please like this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Okay, and then like the video, share it with your friends, colleague. So from that point, like I said, I think initially, like I said, I used about 12 inches, but later is like 15 or 16 thereabout, because I noticed it made the kimono look really richer. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to place a notch, and then from that point, I'm going to sew all the way down for the side. And then this is the remaining fabric. I'm going to fold it into two and then cut out. Before then, I want to create the channel for the ruche, for the drawstring. So I did not have fabric again, so I had to use a black material. So what I did, I just cut my black material into two. That's just pick a piece and just cut it into two. And then this is the side, the center of the side of the kimono. That's the side seam. So measure, I used about, I think about 10 inches there about. So I'm going to place it at the middle. So from the down part of my kimono, make sure before you do this, make sure that you have fold your hem, that you have hem it. So I came up with like 4 inches before I started. So it depends on how draw you want it to be, the how much dragging you want to drag it. So that is what you will use. So that's that line that I'm marking, and that's the side seam. That's the exact side seam. And then I'm going to make another line here, and then make another line here. So these are the chambers. So with this, your string will just pass through one. It will pass through the side of the first one and come out from the second one. Okay, so you can see I'm just trying to pin it down. You should pin it down. You cannot do it without pinning it down. That's just the truth. So that it does not move, so that it is secured, and then you're going to do that. After that, this is all you have. So for the sleeve, like I said, if you don't want to elongate your sleeve, for this I just folded a fabric and then added extra fabric to it. I just folded it like what I did with the collar, folded it into two. I did not put any stay. Even this neckline of this collar, I did not put anything because my Ankara is a original Ankara, so I did not need to do